What's up, friends? Thanks for tuning into this story. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep these stories coming. While you're here, drop a comment and let me know where you're listening from. What I'm about to tell you is the single most traumatic event of my and my ex-girlfriend's life. An experience that has haunted us both, even to this day. It happened on Bluff Mountain, a place known for its unsettling reputation, where we unknowingly stepped into a nightmare that neither of us could have ever prepared for. The air of Bluff Mountain is thick with the smell of pine and wet earth. Every step we take on the trail is muffled by the carpet of fallen leaves beneath our boots. Bluff Mountain looms above us, a silent giant. It's always there, watching. Even in the daylight, it feels like it's waiting, like it's just a little too quiet for comfort. Mia's right behind me. I can hear the soft shuffle of her footsteps, and I glance back, catching a glimpse of her face. Her eyes are wide, a mix of excitement and something else. Unease, maybe? The mountain doesn't make her feel at ease. It doesn't make either of us feel at ease. "Think we'll be okay?" she asks, her voice soft, barely above a whisper. "Yeah," I say, trying to convince myself. "It's just a hike, no big deal." But I can't shake the feeling. The stories about this place are enough to make anyone second guess. Bluff Mountain has a reputation, one of missing people, strange disappearances, and old tales that no one ever really wants to revisit. We push on, the trail narrowing as the light starts to fade, the sun sinking behind the ridgeline, casting the forest in long, stretching shadows. I catch Mia glancing up at the sky, the darkening clouds, her lips pressing together in uncertainty. "Maybe we should get the tent up soon," she says, tugging her jacket tighter around her. I nod, agreeing. The temperature's already dropping, even with the fading sun. We need shelter, a fire, something to make us feel like we're not alone here. We find a small clearing, a patch of grass sheltered by the trees. I'm quick to set up the tent, hammering the stakes into the soft ground, my hands moving on autopilot. Mia gathers firewood, her movements slow, like she's trying to avoid making any noise that might alert something to our presence. The woods feel too still, too quiet. The fire flickers to life, casting dancing shadows over the ground. We sit together, too close to the warmth, the flames crackling between us. The world outside feels miles away, distant, as if it's not even there at all. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I see it. A flicker, a flash of light through the trees. I blink, rub my eyes. It's gone. "Mia," I whisper, my voice sharper than I meant. "Did you see that?" She doesn't answer right away. She's staring into the woods, squinting. Maybe it's just a camper, someone else hiking through. I don't know. The light's not right. It's too far off to be anyone else. It flickers, moves. Not like a lantern. It's erratic, almost unnatural. I stand up. I'll go check it out. Mia looks at me, her brow furrowing. "I'm coming with you," she says, standing up too, her hand brushing against mine. "Stay here," I tell her, but she shakes her head, determination set in her features. "I'm not letting you go alone," she says, her voice quiet but firm. I don't argue. I know she's right. If something's out there, I don't want to face it alone either. We leave the camp behind, the firelight slowly fading as we walk deeper into the woods. The trees crowd in on us, their branches clawing at the sky, casting long, shifting shadows. The ground is soft beneath my boots, every step echoing in the silence. The light ahead flickers again, just a glimmer between the trees. The further we walk, the heavier the air feels, like it's pressing against our skin. The silence is almost suffocating. "You sure we should keep going?" Mia asks, her voice barely audible. Her hand tightens around mine, her grip trembling just a little. "We have to," I say, though I'm not sure I believe it myself. But I can't ignore it. The light, whatever it is, keeps pulling us toward it. Another flicker, this time closer. The light shimmers like a flame caught in the wind, but there's no breeze. It's impossible, unreal. I swallow hard and my heart starts to race. We push forward, moving cautiously, every step bringing us closer to the light. And then the silence shatters. A rustling, a crackling sound behind us. Too close, too fast. I spin around, heart pounding, but there's nothing there, only the wind. Or is it? I glance at Mia. Her face is pale, her eyes wide. Did you hear that? Yeah, I whisper, my throat tight. Stay close. We keep walking, the light flickering just ahead, drawing us in like a moth to a flame. But something's wrong. The woods are too quiet now. It feels like the world has held its breath. We reach the edge of the clearing where the light's coming from. The air is thick with smoke, not from our campfire, but from something else, something old. The flames dance in front of us, casting long shadows that stretch across the darkened trees. Then I see him. An old man, sitting alone by the fire, his weathered face lit by the flickering light. He doesn't move, doesn't seem to notice us. His gray hair is thin, strands of it hanging loose around his ears. His clothes are ragged, like he's been wearing them for years, frayed at the edges, stained by time. He's staring into the fire, his hands resting on his knees. I stop, my heart pounding in my chest. This is it. This is the light we saw earlier, the thing that drew us in. But this doesn't feel like an accident. It feels like we were meant to find him. Mia shifts beside me, her breath shaky. Who's that? I don't answer at first. I'm not sure what to say. There's something about him that doesn't sit right. He's too still, too quiet. I feel like we're intruding on something we shouldn't be seeing. Before I can take another step, the man looks up. His eyes catch mine. His pupils are black, like voids that suck in the light. But he smiles, a slow, almost sad smile. Well, he says, his voice rough, like he hasn't used it in days. Didn't expect company tonight. I don't get many visitors up here. I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. His voice is too calm, too inviting, but I push it down. He's just an old man, an eccentric hermit maybe, nothing to worry about. We didn't mean to intrude, I say, my voice tight. We saw the light and thought someone might need help. He chuckles, low and rasping. Help? Nah, I've been coming up here for years. Ain't no help needed. He pats the ground beside him. Come, sit. It's cold out here. Warm up by the fire. I glance at Mia. Her eyes are wide, the same unease I feel written on her face, but she nods, taking a step toward the fire. We sit. The flames crackle between us, their warmth reaching us only in brief waves. The air feels colder as we settle down, the night pressing in on us. I'm Charlie, the old man says, his eyes never leaving the fire. Used to be a policeman. Back when I had a life, you know. Before... He trails off as if the words aren't worth finishing. Before what? I ask, the question slipping out before I can stop it. Charlie looks at me then, his eyes dark and knowing. Before the world got too heavy, before my wife died. His voice drops, thick with a sorrow I can't place. I swallow, trying to push the feeling away. Sorry to hear that. He shrugs. She's gone now. Been coming up here ever since, trying to forget. He chuckles again, but this one isn't a friendly sound. It's hollow, like he's forgotten how to laugh. I shift uncomfortably. What do you do up here? The old man looks up at the mountain, his face unreadable in the firelight. I wait, watch, seen things you wouldn't believe. Things that don't make sense. This mountain's got a way of holding on to people, makes them stay. Makes them wander, not sure which is worse to be honest. I feel the blood drain from my face. What kind of things? Charlie's smile widens, but it's not kind. It's sharp, almost predatory. People who think they're safe. They come up here, have their little adventures, and then, poof, gone. Just like that. He snaps his fingers for emphasis. Sometimes they wander off on their own, other times something. Something pulls them in, pulls them so deep into the woods they can't find their way out. They get lost, and the mountain keeps them. I try to shake off the chills crawling up my spine. You've seen this? His eyes flicker with something I can't quite understand. I've seen it all. People walking into the trees like they've got no control, like something's calling them, dragging them deeper and deeper. I've been up here so long, I've seen it more times than I can count. It doesn't stop, just keeps happening. Mia shifts beside me, her face pale, her eyes wide. That doesn't sound real, she says, her voice trembling. You've been out here too long. It's just the mountain playing tricks on you. Charlie laughs again, but this time there's a sharpness to it that makes my skin crawl. Maybe, but some tricks aren't so funny, sweetheart. I glance at Mia, her hand gripping mine now, her fingers cold. She doesn't say anything, but I can see it in her eyes. She's scared. I'm scared too, but I don't want to show it. Not yet. We sit in silence for a long moment, the fire crackling between us. The air is thick with the weight of his words, but I don't know how to respond. There's something off about Charlie, something too knowing, too comfortable in the darkness. Why are you telling us this? I finally ask, my voice low. What do you want from us? Charlie's eyes flash just for a second before he smiles again, that same sad, twisted grin. Nothing. Just letting you know the truth. You'll understand soon enough. The mountain always gets what it wants. I feel the hair on the back of my neck stand up again. The air around us feels colder now, heavier, like the night itself is closing in. Thanks for the stories, Mia says, her voice shaky. But we should probably get back to our camp. It's getting late. Charlie doesn't move as we stand. He just watches us, that unnerving smile still playing at the edges of his lips. You go on then. But remember what I said. The mountain doesn't forget. And neither should you. We turn to leave, not looking back, but his words follow us, echoing in my mind as the firelight fades behind us. The night is colder now. The trees feel closer. The shadows feel deeper. And the weight of Charlie's presence lingers, pressing down on my chest. We walk back to camp in silence, but neither of us speaks a word. We don't need to. The unease, the fear, is thick in the air between us. We're not alone on this mountain, and something is waiting for us. I'm drifting in and out of sleep. The world around me, nothing but the sound of the wind in the trees, the rustle of the tent walls, the faint hum of the night. It's peaceful, like the calm before the storm. But then, something snaps, something breaks the silence. A crack, a rustle, I hear footsteps, heavy, slow. My heart jumps into my throat and my eyes snap open. The shadows outside our tent seem thicker now, darker. I can't move, can't breathe for a second. Is it a bear? Some wild animal? My mind races through possibilities, each one worse than the last. Then I hear it again, a low, almost muffled sound. Footsteps that stop just outside the tent. Too close, too slow. I don't want to look, I really don't. But I need to see what is there before it's too late. Charlie, he's standing there, right in front of us. But it's not the same man, not the one we met earlier. His face is twisted, darkened by rage, his eyes wide, bloodshot, and unblinking. He's holding something in his hand that glows with an unnatural light, a torch. It flickers with fire, dancing in his hand like it's alive. And then I see the other thing, a knife, large, gleaming, sharp. I try to speak, to ask him what the hell is going on, but no words come out. I open my mouth, and all I hear is my own breath, ragged, panicked. Mia, I manage to choke out. But before I can do anything else, the world changes. Charlie hurls the fire torch at the tent. It flies through the air like it's aimed, its light flashing, casting wild shadows around us. I don't think, I react. The fabric of the tent catches fire immediately. The flames eat through the canvas, spreading faster than I can understand. Mia screams beside me, scrambling for the zipper. She's panicking, just like me. Just like everything is breaking apart too fast to make sense of. I grab her arm, yank her away from the fire as the smoke starts to fill the air. My hands are shaking, my chest tight with panic, and everything's moving in slow motion, but it's all happening too quickly. The flames spread too fast, they're too close, the heat is unbearable. I glance up and Charlie's already moving again. His eyes are wide, feral. He's charging at Mia, his mouth pulled into a twisted snarl. "Get out of the way," I scream, pushing Mia behind me. I barely have time to react before the knife flashes in the dim light. It's too big, too dangerous, and the sound of it cutting through the air makes my stomach drop. I can hear Mia's panic breathing behind me, hear her begging for me to move, but all I can think about is the knife. He's too close, too fast. I don't have time to think. I throw myself at Charlie, shoving him backward, and for a moment it feels like everything stops. The world pauses. His eyes meet mine, and I see the madness in them. The fire, the knife, the rage. It's all there, all wrapped up in the same man. And then he lunges again, his body colliding with mine. I barely keep my footing, but I push him back with everything I've got. My hands grip his arms, my chest burning with panic, my breath ragged in my throat. The knife flashes again and I feel it scrape across my side. I hear the sound of metal on flesh. I feel pain in my body. I gasp, but I don't have time to focus on it. Mia screams again, but this time it's a scream of terror, a cry for help. I can feel the blood already seeping through my shirt, but I don't care. Not now. Not while Charlie's still standing there, still grinning with that twisted smile. I push him again, harder, using every ounce of strength I have left. My hands find the knife, his knife, and for a split second, I think I'm going to lose it, let it all go. But then Mia is there, pulling at my arm, pulling me away. "Go, go," she screams. I don't need another second. I don't need another thought. I shove past Charlie, grabbing Mia and pulling her with me into the trees. We're running now. The ground is uneven, the woods thick and dark around us. The crackling fire behind us sounds like it's chasing us, like it's alive. Charlie's footsteps follow, slow but steady, like he's enjoying the hunt. The knife's still out there. I know it is, but I don't dare turn back. We need to move. We need to run. I can feel Mia's grip on my arm tightening, her breath ragged, and I know she's scared. We both are. We keep running, and in the back of my mind, I know Charlie won't stop, not until he has what he wants. And I'm not sure we can outrun it. The forest is still. Too still. The only sound is my ragged breathing, and Mia's, her hand clutching mine so tight I can feel her pulse. Her fear. We keep running, stumbling over roots, branches scraping our faces, but I can't stop. Not yet. Not until we're far enough from him. Far enough from the knife, the fire. I glance over my shoulder. Nothing, just the dark woods. And then crack. The noise echoes through the trees, not a branch, not a twig. Something heavier, bigger. It wasn't the wind. I stop. Mia nearly crashes into me, but I hold up my hand. We stand there in the dark, the air thick with the sound of our own breaths. Then I hear it again, that crack, like something moving in the woods. Something big, too big. I know what it is before I see it. We turn, the shadows shift. The old man, he's standing there, a silhouette against the trees, his face pale, his hand shaking, still holding the knife. But his eyes are different now. They're wide, full of confusion, of terror. It's like the rage is gone, replaced by something else, something worse. He doesn't speak at first. His mouth moves, but it's like his words are stuck in his throat. Then, finally, he manages to force them out. I never meant to hurt you, he stammers, his voice shaking. The fire, the knife, they weren't for you. They were for it. For them. What the hell are you talking about? I growl, stepping back, keeping Mia behind me. The knife still glints in his hand, but it doesn't matter now. He's not the one I need to worry about. Not anymore. The old man stares at me, his eyes flicking back toward the darkness. You don't understand. It's the mountain. It awakens at night. It hunts. I was just trying to keep you safe. Before I can ask what the hell he means by that, something moves in the dark. Something huge. The air thickens. It feels heavier now, like the night is closing in on us, like it's pressing against my chest. My pulse is racing. My mind is scrambling for something to hold on to. I turn, just a little, and catch a glimpse of it. It's not a bear. It's not a man. It's a hulking figure, a shadow so vast it almost fills the trees. Its body isn't shaped right. Its legs too long, arms too wide. The outline of its form indistinct, like it doesn't belong here, like it doesn't belong in this world. It moves slowly, deliberately. Its footsteps make the earth tremble beneath us. The ground shakes, the trees groan as it passes. My heart skips. What the hell is that? Mia whispers, her voice barely a breath. She's trembling beside me, her grip so tight, I feel her pulse too. The old man takes a step back, his eyes wide in fear. It's them, he says, his voice breaking. The ones who've haunted these mountains for centuries. They come out at night. They never leave. They feed. He doesn't get a chance to say anything more, because that's when it happens. The entity, takes a step forward, and I can feel its presence, like a weight pressing against my skull. It's so close now I can smell the earth, the dampness of decay. Its breath is a low, guttural sound that vibrates through the air, shakes my bones. I hear Mia's sob, soft and quiet, but it cuts through the air like a knife. My stomach drops. I want to turn, to run, but I can't move, not yet. I don't know where to run to. And then the old man does something I don't expect. He turns. In a flash of movement, he's gone, disappearing into the darkness, a shadow running away from the thing he just warned us about. A coward. Or maybe a man who knows there's no escaping. He's gone. But the entity, it is still here. I'm frozen, paralyzed. And then it stops, the sound of its breathing fades. A few seconds pass, a few moments that stretch forever. And then I hear it again. The crack, the sound of something moving through the underbrush. But this time, it's not the thing that's coming closer. It's the old man, running through the woods like a ghost. But it's too late for him. I can't look away. I can't tear my eyes from the shape in the dark. I know what's coming. And it's too big to outrun. The cold bites at my skin. The night presses in. My heart is still racing, still pounding in my chest like it's trying to break free, but I can't stop. I can't think. I just run. Mia's hand is in mine, her grip tight, almost painful. Her breathing is uneven, faster than mine. Her body shivers like a leaf in a storm, but she keeps running too. The shadows move behind us, the air heavy with that thing, the entity. Every step I take, every breath I suck in, I feel its presence, like it's right there, breathing down my neck. I don't dare look back, not yet, not until I hear the sound that might save us. The sound of hope. Barking. Faint at first, but it's there. A dog's bark. Far off, but it's enough to make me keep running. My legs ache, my muscles burn, but I push forward. My mind blank, driven by sheer terror. Mia's voice breaks through the chaos in my head. "There's someone there, do you see that?" She points, her fingers trembling. Her words are a mixture of hope and disbelief. I glance up through the trees. Lights, flickering in the distance. Headlights, flashlights, the glow from a fire. It's them. Not even hesitate. We both move toward it, desperate. The sound of our feet crushing the forest floor faster than I thought possible. Every step, Every heartbeat feels like we're just a second away from something reaching out and pulling us back into the night. But we can't stop. Not now. Not when we're this close. The barking grows louder, closer. Then, voices, people. "Hold on," a voice shouts through the trees. "We've got you." The relief that crashes into me is overwhelming. A sob rises in my throat, but I swallow it down, too afraid to give in to the fear. We push through the trees, and then, just like that, we're in a clearing. A group of locals, some holding flashlights, some with dogs, stand in front of us. They're real. They're alive. "Thought we lost you two for good," he says, his voice deep but not unkind. He gestures for us to follow. "Come on, we'll get you out of here." We start walking, my legs trembling from exhaustion, from fear, from everything that just happened. We finally break through the trees. The bright glow of the headlights hits us, and we see the rest of the search party. More locals, sitting by their trucks, their faces worn and grim. They all look at us with a mixture of concern and something else, something darker, like they've seen this all before. One of the women walks up to us, her eyes cold. "That old man you met? He's not someone you want to run into on these mountains." Mia looks up at her. "Who was he?" The woman shakes her head, her lips tight. "He's been up there for years, a twisted figure in our folklore. No one knows for sure how he ended up there, but we know what he does. He's been coming down from the mountains for years, tormenting those who cross his path." I swallow hard. But what happened tonight? Why did he try to... The man who let us out steps forward, cutting me off. He's serious now, his voice low. "You were lucky. That old man was never the real danger. He's a tool of something worse. That thing you saw, that's what we've been trying to keep people from." "What?" I whisper, my voice shaking. The man glances over at the others. They all seem to understand something I don't. "The mountain is cursed. You're not the first to run into something like that, and you won't be the last." My chest tightens. The weight of her words presses down on me like a lead blanket, suffocating. I look at Mia and she's staring at me, wide-eyed, her face pale. She knows too. We barely made it out. We were lucky, but I can't shake the feeling that the thing on that mountain, whatever it was, is still out there, waiting, and that it's not done with us yet. Thank you for watching this story. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video, and share it. Let us know your thoughts about this story in the comments.